Hello guys, here is another video about the new changes they've done to the episode. In this video I will be going over the new arguments they've added in the game. So if you go to the supply vendor in the Atlantis open world, and here we are, we have all of the arguments. So that did not load properly. Let me go to the vendor again. Okay, so we have a dominating one, there's a stats. We have a might one, there's a stats for that. Precision, restoring, and vital for the controllers. So with these arguments it is slightly different, because if you compare it to the old ones, every single one gave you 2% might and precision. If you go to the old dominating one, it was still 2% might. But now if we head over to the new ones, 3% dominance, 3% dominance. And if we go to the new ones and the vendor, you will notice 3% might and power for the might based argument, precision based plus 5% precision, and a small swim speed increase. That's nice. And restoring, 3% restoration and power, vital, 3% vitalization and power. So now these arguments are now catered towards different roles, which is nice, which is the thing I wanted from the old one. But it's good they've actually updated it in the new arguments. And sorry about that. And all of these extra bonuses are all the same across each one of these arguments. So if you go to the dominating one, after getting this buff here, which is different per each argument, you have a tried scavenging. So with this equipped, you get 1+ loot choice in Atlantis duo alert and raid content. So when you defeat a boss, you get your normal loot, plus you get an extra loot option. Now when you have 2 of these equipped and they're ranked up to this level, which is I believe is above 15, or is it 21 or something like that, you have a higher chance for a rare loot in duo, alert and raid content, which is nice. And then you have this buff here in the crown of Thorns raid. When the king shark does his feeding frenzy attack, it reduces the damage by 15%. So if you have 2 of these, you will get a total of 30% damage reduction. So now instead of trying to avoid the charge, you can just sit there and block. Now the beastie shield is from the throne raid, the first boss. Especially in elite, the slam on the ground it does is a one shot. You can block it, but it takes a lot of health from you. So with one of these you get a 20% damage reduction. With 2 of them you get a total of 40% damage reduction. And I believe you can, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I think you might not need to block anymore with both of these with 40% damage reduction, because that is a lot of damage reduction. And yeah, okay, there's the ranks. So at 15 you get Atlantis physiology, which I believe is just this one here. Then at rank 18 you get tried scavenging, which is all this area here. Then at rank 21 you get the 15% damage reduction from the king shark's frenzy attack. Then at rank 23 you have the 20% damage reduction. So so if I go back to my arguments, let me have a look. Okay, so I can rank this up. Oh, I can't. Or can I? No, I'm missing one of the catalysts. But yeah, these are new catalysts which drop in the Atlantis content to rank up your augments. So as you rank these up, you will notice these green numbers will change and they get higher and higher the more higher rank you have. So that's the arguments there. And just to recap very quickly before the video is over, you get 3% dom for your might ones, 3% might and power for your might ones, precision, 5% precision, which is pretty high. Restoring, 3% restoration, vitalization, 3% vitalization and power. So it gives you specific roll boosts, which is nice, and they all cost 10 marks. The new marks, I forgot what they're called again. They are called Wrath coin. So they cost 10 Wrath coin for each one, and you can only have 2 of them equipped. So that's all from me for this video about the arguments. My next video will be looking over the new artifacts they added for this episode, and I will be going over each of the abilities that these new artifacts have. So I hope you liked the video. Please comment, like and subscribe.